Yo, and welcome back to Tales of Ark. And if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like and subscribe. But anyways, back to Vindictus Season 2, which it took a while. My Vindictus Season 1 was my first Let's Play on the channel, and I upload it every day. But for this, since it changed a little bit, this is going to be uploaded on basically this is just replacing Ghost of Tsushima. I don't remember when I upload Ghosts. I think it was Wednesday and Thursday, because Tuesday is Pokemon, Friday and Saturday is Elden Ring, right? Maybe? Whatever. But anyways, it's either almost New Year's or it is New Year's. I'm recording this a bit ahead, just in case, so I can have Christmas break off to do whatever I want. Spend time with family, you know. But yeah. So, on Season 2, well, let's start with recap. I believe Season 1 started with, I forgot her name. Dana? Whatever. The character class, Dan. She was a Soul Reaper, right? I chose her because she had a katana. But yeah, so she saved the little girl, and then I believe she broke the rule or something and revived the little girl's mother. So then she was banished back to the mortal realm because she was a deity. So she came back to, I forgot what's the name of this world. I know it's not Ulda, Elda, or Mabinogi world, because this is that is after this. But yeah, so we got here, we got caught up in we joined the Crimson Mercenary, where we met the rest of the cast. I don't remember. Oh, it's right there. Aldhun, Merrick, Gwyn, Sierra, Gallagher, and what was that? Oh, Aston, that bitch. And also best girl, Tieve. And as we progress through the story, we learn that everyone is trying to reach Tir Nog. Both the formers and the human race are trying to reach that paradise that Morrigan has prophesied. So she has oracles out in the world that preach this, that there's a paradise that everyone's trying to reach. And in order to reach it, they have to wipe out the entire existence of another race. For humans, it's formers. For formers, it's humans. And vice versa. There's other race too, but some of them are banished or exiled from the one or the other. The lizards. So we do that. So we progress the story, and we play through the area as we uncover more and more into each of the area and find out, oh, the former's up to this, the former's up to this. And then we also find hints and crumble pieces of, hey, the church was here, or hey, there's some kind of magical something happening here. And then we meet formers, or the ones we killed, and then we don't kill. They're like, oh, there's more to this story. Oh, they're lying. Oh, the prophecy is wrong. Or we're just being we didn't want to come here. We were just manipulated to get here, and for vengeance or something. I forgot what the Blood Prince said. I don't remember a lot of it because it was like almost a year ago. We'll see. And as we venture on, we got to know some of the characters more, other characters not so much. Like, we barely got to know Crystal, I believe. Oddhan, we got to know a lot. Gwyn, yeah. Sierra, Gallagher, not really. Some other people, you know, mostly the important ones. And forgot his name. Alex? You know, the one scout, I forgot his name. Like, well, there was this one character who came along with us and who he wanted to prove himself, even though he already did, by becoming a royal cadet, which is a prestigious rank, I believe. In order to become one, you have to go to a high level, a really experienced cave called Hoarfrost Cavern, which is deep, like in the low 50 areas, and mine this org called a Renos org to forge your badge so you can become a royal cadet. So you know he was prestigious when he did all that, but he wanted to prove himself. On one of the areas mission we went to, go back to investigate what was happening in this town, because there's vampires all of a sudden, and that we haven't seen any for such a long time. So he went in too deep and he knew too much, and he was killed because he went in alone also. But he was killed by this level 20 troll ogre, which was crazy to me, because you had to mine a little 50 org. I know level doesn't exist in their world. It's more, it's like a correlation to experience, how experienced or of an adventurer or skillful they are. But he should be really experienced or skillful. Yeah, he got killed by this level 20 boss, which I'm like, what? Like, how? Unless you can skip all the mining stuff because you're a noble, royalty, whatever it is. But I'm like, what? Okay. Clearly, this guy is still alive somewhere. He's gonna pop up in season 1, at the end of season 2, season 3, season 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many seasons where Vindictus is at. Yeah, he was gonna pop up eventually. At the end of season 1, no, he didn't pop up at all. So I'm like, season 2, he's gonna pop up. But yeah, he died there. And then a lot of characters blame themselves. They should have stopped him. They could have done something. I mean, maybe he could have waited. If he didn't know, like honestly, like, sorry for me to explain. It would be the equivalent of you showing me, hey, this is a Dark Soul game. It's really difficult. And I'm saying like, nah. And he's like, what? You don't think you can do it? I'm like, yeah, I know I can't. Like, I know how skillful and how experienced I am in playing games. And you showing me that game and me reading up on it, I can't do it. I will not be able to beat that game. So there will be no point in attempting. That's how he should have been. He should have known his own skill set, basically. Instead of just, hey, I'm gonna just go. Like, I'm not sure if he was fighting alongside us while we were going, but he came with us. So, and he did mind the thing, so he should know how to fight. But it didn't look like he put up much of a fight, and he got bodied. But yeah, after that, there was this whole depressing mood, as we had to follow up on information, find vampires, and then we found out, hey, the church did it. Was it the church? No, it was a bunch of old magicians that did it. That made a rift in the portal, and then a bunch of vampires came out from a different dimension. I don't remember. Were they corrupted or? No, they had gone insane and crazy. They were royalty of a different world, but his son was killed, and so he gone mad. So then he corrupted his other 2 kids, I believe, and then they also came with him. So we had to kill them all. And then we got information that they were making. No, then we got information because we effed up in the first area by killing the leader, the chieftain, that another chieftain was going to come in, pull the other tribe of Gnolls with them so they can create an army. So we have to go stop that, basically. We defeat him in one area, and then he dipped and ran, so then we have to chase after him and kill him. Okay, sorry about that. My brother was texting me, checking up on the dogs, because I just took him to a vet the other day. So yeah, we chased after the fleeing Gnoll King. We killed him. And then after that, we went to Hoarfrost to investigate because we found Yeti, and Yetis haven't been seen for a long time. And the mercenary was wondering, hey, why's the Yeti awake? But at that time, coincidentally, one of the members of church had came down to visit. And he brought this almighty powerful stone statue for some goddamn reason that I do not know why. Like, why? I don't understand. Like, he didn't tell us. He just said, oh, it got stolen along with me. But why did you bring it in the first place? Like, what? Why? What are you up to? And then, so then, the mercenary was like, correlating with, is that even the word? Was like, okay, clearly, I forgot, what are they called? Goblins, I think? Used the statue to awaken the Yetis that was hidden away or asleep or somewhere, who God knows what. And then they also used it to awaken another giant monster called a giant mammoth elephant thing. I don't remember what's it called. But yeah, they used it to awaken those things. And I'm thinking like, this is too good to be a coincidence. Clearly, maybe the church was like, oops, I dropped this statue here. Hopefully no goblins take it and awaken some evil monstrosity. Oh, in this ice cavern cave, I'm walking away, my back is being turned. Oh no, we're being attacked. Kind of thing. Because it was odd. It was so sus and suspicious. I'm like, why did you bring it? Like, I think he came from the main church, from the capital, the Pontiff Court. I think that's what they're called. From the royal capital. So why did he bring it with him? Maybe some of you guys would know. If you know, type it down below. And then, I think also at this time, or around this time, we were finding out that Tieve, the oracle for this town, was constantly falling asleep. We didn't know why, but she would, one minute she will be awake, the next she'll be asleep, or for a bit, and then she'll wake up. And as we progress more into the story, we found out it's happening more frequently and longer every time. So we weren't sure for that. I mean, the characters. Oh, also that, I think I forgot. Forgot his name. Nail was also part of the secret organization of Dark Knights that secretly protect the correct oracle, which was Tieve. And he said, I believe there was other 7 ring wielders that can transform into a Dark Knight. I assume, I mean, we know, no, his name wasn't Nail. What was his name? Nail is Aston's wife. What's his name? It's over here. Niles. So Niles was one. Gallagher, I think, might be one because he knows. Those are the only 2 right now. So we still need to meet the other 5 that I was saying. Ooh, okay. But yeah, we did that. I think, did I choose Dark Knight? What did I choose? Yes, I chose Dark Knight. So we also became one of the ring wielders. So we became one of the Dark Knights. So that was the ice. And then we went to the, I forgot, what are they called? Hobgoblins? Trolls? But yeah, we came out that they are causing an uprising against Inkel, who had came down to visit because he needed people, and Aston was like, no, you can't borrow any of my soldiers. And it's like, so Inkel was like, okay, I'll just take the Crimson Mercenary then. So they beef and argue, but we had to help him clear the forest, West Hilder Forest, I believe, of all these trolls. And yeah, because they're causing mayhem and attacking his fort. And then we also found out that Adhan's backstory where he went on a mission, left his daughters and his wife because he assumed it was gonna be all right. So he went. They won the war, so the fight against the whoever they were fighting, I forgot. And they were celebrating, and then Ahan was like, yeah, I think I'm done. I'm gonna go back and with my family. Inkel was like, no, you have to party with us. And Ahan was like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna go. And then Inkel was like, that's an order. You have to stay and party. So he stayed and partied or drank with them. And then when he got back, his family was killed, murdered by the trolls or whatever. So after Ahan found out, he went off in a fit of, is it fit? Fit of rage to take revenge. And I think at that time, he had found one of the plants called the, I forgot, the bloody, oh, it's right here. The bloody shade, which makes the person using it go berserk and bleed. But yeah, he was doing that and he was killing a bunch of them. He was like a monster, they said, a one-man army. But they finally stopped him. And then he returned back and he left the royal, was it the royal army or the army? What? Which part was he in? And settled down and became a mercenary to protect this town. So we've also found out that they were manufacturing bloody shade. So we have to find where they were making it, end it, destroy it, burn it all. So then after that, we help Inkel resolve his problem. So then it was time for us to, oh no, we had already, I forgot to mention, in the ice place, aside from the awakening, we also had another objective. It was to mine the orgs, the one that I was talking earlier, to become a royal cadet. But yeah, we became a royal cadet. Anyways, fast forward. We traveled to, we got promoted, so we had to change base to the royal capital. I don't know the name off the top of my head. Am I recording? Yes. This first episode is just a recap. If you're expecting fighting, sorry. I'm reminding myself too. So then we went to the canyon area. At first it was just busy work here and there, getting to know the characters. I think, and what happened for that? What's the big thing for that? Alright, sorry about that, my dog. What was the big thing for that? Oh. Okay, it was because they hire an assassin mercenary. Was one of it. Kohen was also attacked by the formers because they were trying to look for tieve. But Black Hammer grabbed the wrong person. He grabbed Cloda, I believe. So then and at that time I believe we met Keegan for the first time, because throughout the first 5-6 chapter they were mentioning him here and there, reference, hey, Keegan's a childhood friend of us, hey, Keegan trained with Merrick when he was young, hey, Keegan's my best friend, hey, Keegan's so hot. Yeah, so we finally met the dude who became the knight captain after they gave him an impossible mission because he was a commoner or a poor peasant to slay a dragon. Was it? Did he slay a dragon? I think he did. Was to slay a dragon, which he did, and then he came back with a dragon. How did he get the dragon, or was that the dragon he fought? Anyways, the dragon's named after that turtle dragon, Turacus. I hate the smiley emoji thing. I wish they removed it. It's annoying. Give me one. Hey. Oh, I have to hold it?
I am glad.
Sure, whatever. Syracuse. But yeah, we have met him. So he was knight captain. He's like, I'll come along with you. So we went off to fight through the canyon to rescue Cloda. Keegan went in, and then there was a cool action scene. The first one, I believe. Because before this, we haven't got any cinematic action scene. I mean, it's as cinematic as it was for a 2005, 2007 game, whenever this came out. But yeah, it was cool, but janky. So, the high former leader high former commander, Shakar, was also there. So Keegan went off to fight him as we fought Black Hammer to rescue Clodagh. We bodied Black Hammer, kick his ass, and then we rescued Clodagh. And then we took her home. Ooh, and then we found out that, hey, they have a mercenary or assassin they hire. So we have to gather the piece of the mirror, summon this mercenary, and then kill him too. And then after that, we learned the backstory of tough big guy from the Royal Army base. I forgot his name. What was your name? But his daughter was killed. Right? Because she became friends with the ogre that was a nice person. And then I believe he got exiled or kicked out, so she went to talk with the other ogres. But then she was killed. So then that ogre got mad at the other ogre, so he went by himself and kicked their ass. I wish I was seeing this. Or at least they wrote more details about it. But he whooped all their asses. I'm not even sure if he killed them. And he came back with a piece of her clothing to give to the dad. I think? I can't remember. But yeah, so then he also fought the giant and sealed him. Look, I'm trying to best of my can to remember this. I don't know, I don't even think of what I'm saying is true. Because he was causing tremor, and he was part of the reason why she died. But yeah, so they were reawakening the giant, so we had to go back and kill the giant this time. We killed him, slayed him. Then after that, what happened? Can't remember. Oh, so then we found out that they're raising another army in the sewer, and they were infiltrated the royal capital. Because I was making fun of this. I was like, is there no janitors? Is there no guards in the sewer? How is there so many goddamn rats here? There's like so many lizard people and rat people. Why does no one check? I feel like this is a vulnerable spot for this place to be killed, for all the people to be killed. If you guys never check down here, like, did you all think, hey, there's no way no one will ever find a secret way in, or no one will ever infest these sewers? God, you guys are dumb as hell. Also, Aston was constantly on our ass the entire time, being, oh, follow the rules. No, this is unbecoming of you. Oh, act like common peasants. Oh, annoying. I wanted to punch him in the face because he wanted him to shut the fuck up, but he didn't. So we had to deal with him. But yeah. So we went to the sewers. We had to clean up that mess because no one thought this was thought like 4 or 5 plans ahead and was like, hey, we should place someone there, check it out. And then we found, no, it was I was checked an army, and also another oracle was coming here. Tieve came here too, but then I think they might have refused her or something. No, they didn't. I think they let her in and then they kicked her out. But yeah, another oracle had come. And was it? Yeah, another oracle has came, and the head pope of the church also came. So we have to rescue them. We rescued the pope at the very beginning, and he promoted us to captain, knight captain, whatever captain. So then we got our own army, our own little squad. Gwen became our second hand in command. But they had made off with the oracle into the sewer. So then we found out about the army or their little planning. So then we had to go into the sewers and rescue, I think her name was Sienna, the oracle, another great looking, attractive oracle. Man, all these oracles in this game is so hot or attractive. Or maybe that's just my thing for religious women, nuns, priests, oracles. Okay, that's just me. But yeah, we rescue her. She thanked us. And I think, no, was that at that point we got promoted? But yeah, and then when we killed the boss dropped a piece of a catacomb. So Keegan was curious. He's like, why was this there? Why were they holding it? It had a symbol of a former. So he went snooping around. Aston was like, no, stop snooping around. You're doing too much. He went, asked the church. The church was like, oh, I don't know how, where this came from. So then he went to the other magician. And the magician was like, oh, I can't tell you, but maybe another magician can. So he went to Riley. Riley was like, maybe you should ask my apprentice, but you shouldn't go digging into something like this. So then we asked, what is his name? Bren. Bren was like, oh, this was from the catacombs in that vampire town. Don't tell me you're gonna go back there. And then he gave us a cryptic riddle because he can't tell us straight up. It's like, follow your shadow, or the shadow blocks the light, or something dumb like that. So I believe we have to go at dawn or dusk or night. So we went in, and then we were shocked because we found out the secret experiment the church was doing. They were trying to make or summon a Morrigan so they could bind her there, so she couldn't come out. Descend unto this world. So then the church could stay in power, which was little thinking, like small brain thinking for me, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the church, you know. Church always evil in every situation. Greed, money, power, fame, all that nonsense. So yeah, but they had failed and summoned something else called the God of Destruction, known as whatever his name is. So we had to defeat Glass, and we did. And then as we were coming up, Keegan had left ahead of us. He was confronted by Aston, who was like, you know too much. I told you shouldn't snoop around. Now that you know, we have to kill you. I always hated you anyways. So as Keaton was about to be shot by like 4 crossbowmen, this dude can catch a effing spear. Yet he can't dodge or at least use the sword. His sword, that's like the size, if you ever watch Guts, I haven't. It's like a decently wide ass sword. He could have stabbed that on the ground and blocked the arrows. I mean, high IQ, hindsight 2020. Like, come on, man, you're the night captain. I expect more from you, not this shenanigans. But no, he was like, no way. And then Gwen ran out to try. She blocked the arrows from him, and she got shot and died. Keegan also got shot by a couple, but nothing fatal. So at that point, my character was like, oh no, what should I do? Like Goku over here, wondering, hey, when should I jump in and stop this guy from transforming or doing something awful? Or anyone from JoJo Bizarre Adventure, where it's like, hey, shouldn't we be stopping this? Hey, I feel like we're talking too much. Like I am right now. So, as that was happening, and Keegan was about to be killed, Niles popped it in like a badass. Dark Knight shockwaved them and then dipped out. Took us with him. So then he took us back here. He's like, oh no, you should. Keegan woke up, was like, no, you shouldn't wake up. You shouldn't go back there. Keegan was like, no, I have to know. So then, as he went back, they were like, oh, you're wanted now. You shouldn't be here. He's like, what? Because he was marked a traitor. So then he went and asked the church, and the church was like, what? Nonsense. There's no way they would do this. Don't worry, I will find out whoever's doing this and correct this mistake. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, they're practically evil because they're showing an image of the Pope opening his eyes like a madman and his dumbass psychic who was working with the lizard guy. But yeah, Keegan went back, and then they're like, you don't know the truth, do you? In order to know the truth, you have to fight Shakar. So then we fought Shakar. I'm talking so much. We have to fight Shakar to know his prophecy. And he's like, well, we were told that we have to wipe out all the humans so that we can reach Tir Nanog. He's like, what? That's the same as ours. Yes, but I believe that there may be more, or this could be false. So then after Keegan found out, he went back to the prophet for the spider, 8 tails, 8 wings, 8 legs, 8-leg spider. What are they called? The Dark Knight group. And ooh, what did he say? Oh yeah, he said no. Oh yeah, in order for no, what did she say? She said the process is already happening, and that's why tieve is constantly falling asleep. It's because she's slipping into between this realm and Tir Na Nog, which is in Mabinogi. And Keegan's like, no, I have to stop this because she was the one that was I forgot. She's the prophesized oracle, the correct one that was going to ascend. Yeah. And as we found out in Mabinogi, which I'm pretty sure they should have told us here too. I don't think they did. In order for you to become a god, demigod, a goddess or god has to reside with a chosen one's body, and then they perform deeds or something, fate, and then or through a ritual for them to become the deity that's within them. In that, Triana will become matcha, unless you're like artificial, like now, who's like pieces of a goddess. But yeah, tieve was fulfilling her duty, her fate to become Morrigan. But Keegan went to stop this. So then he went to fight the dragons, who were the seals for the other realm, the deity realm. I forgot, where time, space exists, stop at all times for some. It was something dumb. But in order to get there, he had to fight through Black Hammer, which this thing was in the sewers, the secret passageway. There was another cavern that no one had found. Oops. So Black Hammer was waiting down there. Because remember how I said Pope dumbass sidekick? But yeah, because the church had this magic that they had hidden away that allows them to control formers, called a former tag or seal. So they were working alongside the Lizardman, who was excluded from the formers. So they wanted their own god, or to descend. So the Lizardman had worked with him. So then the Pope dumbass sidekick, I forgot his name. Let's just call him Dumbass. Dumbass gave him the seal to control formers. And then the Lizardman was like, thank you. You helped me a great deal. Well, I have no further need for you. And then the dumbass was like, what? No, that's impossible. You need me. He's like, no, you handed me the seal. You practically, metaphorically handed me a nuke. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that, dumbass? That's stupid. Clearly, once you give it to him, he has no reason to stay loyal to you or help you. You should have kept it to the end. Or at least backstab him. And then the dumbass like, you will regret this, as he ran away. So then Black Hammer's like, haha, we finally got it, as he was working with the Lizardman. And then the Lizardman, yes, really. And then he slapped the seal on Black Hammer, and then Black Hammer was under control. So then he sent Black Hammer to guard the cavern. So then we went through the cavern to defeat the Black Hammer, to go to the start of the entrance to this another realm and fight the lizard guy, who has summoned this Eater of all worlds, apparently. I forgot, or something like that. So we defeated him, and then he's like, ah ha ha. He had like premonition or foresight to see the future of what's gonna happen. So it's like, yes, everything's going to plan. Right? No, he didn't. At that point, he didn't. He was defeated, so then he ran into the sewers. So then, as we progress on, he defeated the two seals for the two dragons. And then he went back, and then the old lady prophet was like, no, you're too late. It's already happening. It's too late to stop it. And then he's like, not if I can help it. And then he rushed out. And then as he went, he talked to the same Lizardman who betrayed the other guy, made a deal with him. And then as they made a deal, the lizard got foresight and saw what was going to happen. And then he's like, I'll help you, all right. So then we got the two seals. We had this little outing with tieve one last time for this final mission. Then we met the dragon of all dragon, the timeless rage, manipulation of space-time, or in something. Right? Yeah, we defeated him. And then he's like, nope, you're too late. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So, and then the lizard man was also there. He popped up somewhere along the fight. And then Keegan saw, after Keegan was losing, he was like, I forgot what he said. He's like, you will not take tea from me? And then he shoved his hand in the lizard's heart, ripped the lizard's heart out. Oh yeah, because the dragon has taken Tieve as hostage. Because she was become Oracle. Ate the lizard's heart, became this evil madman. Then he turned around and saw us as an enemy, so we had to fight him. We proceeded to kick his ass, along with the ass kicking a bunch we did, to try to stop him. And we did. And then at the end, he became the evil god Cycle. And he told Tieve, he's like, I'll try, do everything I can to rescue you. Oh, also before that, he attacked the dragon. I think the dragon didn't die. He got free. Right? Or did he take the dragon's heart also and ate it? I don't remember. It was something like that. And then he made a portal and left. But then Tieve was like, oh, Keegan, you're too late. As she has already fulfilled her duty as Oracle. And then that's when Morgan descended onto this realm. But yeah, she grew her black wings and hair. And then, she said that she will protect the mortals of this world from Cycle, what that Keegan had become. And then after that, the game ended. And I believe everything, or that timeline or time pass was reverted back because everything like reverted back, but in the sense that it erased the presence of Keegan and Tieve so that they weren't in the story anymore. We weren't told why or why it was happening, but our character ran around checking everything, and everything was the same, but rewritten in a way that it would make sense that Tieve and Keegan were missing from the story. Because Merrick and Clodagh were best friends with Tieve, but now they were like best friends with each other. Like there were some missing holes in the story, like, hey, I have this ring, but I don't know why I made a third ring, or why this friendship ring was for some reason. I feel like this would have been given to another girl or female, and that there's no way I'll give it to my best friend Merrick, who's a male, or it was like something like that. But yeah, everything was rewritten to where those two didn't exist. So now we're trying to figure out why that happened, and that this is season 2. And we'll find out the next episode. If you guys actually stayed and listened to all of that, thank you. If I didn't make sense, or I missed a lot of stuff, or got a lot of incorrect stuff, let me know in the comments. If not, then yay. But yeah, I believe I'm caught up to what I remember the best I can. And now we just need to start season 2 officially next episode. But this would be episode 1 for the recap. But yeah, thank you for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe. And I'll see you later on the start of season 2 Vindictus. Let's go.